some time ago I decided to unsubscribe and stop watching my favorite YouTuber from my childhood, because I realized that I don't really enjoy his content anymore and it just doesn't feel the same for me. But like, he was also like the only YouTuber that I kept watching throughout all of these years, and it just felt so bad for me, and I felt so sad when I decided that I should unsubscribe from him, because like, it just felt like giving up some part of my childhood that I really didn't want to break up with. But it's a natural part of life that if you want to improve and get better, sometimes you need to just move on from certain things and forget about them. And that was the thing for me with YouTube, because like, I cut off some of my old friends because I realized that I want to invest in my real friendships, and you know, the resource you invest into friendships is time. If you try to be friends with like your entire friend group, like with 10 different people, there is not that high chance that like most of them will become your die-hard long-lasting friends. So what I decided was just, you know, I thought about which of my friends I really like, genuinely like, and I want to have my friendship with them until we die. So yeah, I decided to invest into like only 3 of my friendships. I decided to basically cut all the rest. The same with like video games. I stopped playing Clash Royale, the mobile game I was playing for like 6 or 7 years. So I stopped doing that like a year ago. And there was still this habit of watching YouTube that was still a big problem for me, because even though I like shortened the time I was spending on YouTube to a big extent, I still had like this one favorite YouTuber that used to like, he still uploads content basically every day, and I would watch like an hour of his videos every day. And I was like, okay, I restricted the hours I was watching of YouTube to like only one, right? From, let's say, from 4 hours per day to 1 hour, that's a big progress. So I was like, okay, having this one YouTuber that I still watch, it's not that bad. But then I heard this concept that if you move on from all of these different things, like you leave your old friends, you stop playing video games, all that stuff, and you don't feel like you make progress, it's probably because there is still this one thing in your life that holds you in place. And for me, it was YouTube. I didn't want to I didn't want to say it to myself, and what I had to do was just, I had to say it out loud, that YouTube is the only thing that holds me back with this old identity. I still spend 1 hour per day on YouTube, so it's a lot. I could just spend this 1 hour on reading or learning something else. And it was like this last thing that was holding me back with this old identity. And like now, after I made the decision that I should stop watching this guy, and right now I don't watch any entertaining content at all, I just feel much better, right? Because I realize that it's not so fun for me and not so enjoyable as it used to be. And like, also, you just need to move on from certain things in life. And I know that it was the right decision that I made. And like, maybe it sounds gay, but I can say that I'm proud of myself that I did that, because it was not easy, even though it might sound like, you know, like, what is it? Like, just stop watching YouTube at all? It's not that hard. Yeah, but if it was a habit that I used to do for like, I don't know even how many years, then yeah, I think it's something that I can be proud of. So what I want you to take out from this video, and what I wanted to teach you, is like, just think about it, because probably it's a similar situation like I had, that I, you know, was slowly cutting off these things that I knew was bad for me, and there was just this one last thing that I didn't want to give up, and that's the thing that will hold you the most. Because if giving up like video games wasn't that hard for you, it means that, okay, maybe you were addicted, but not as much. But if there is this one habit that you just keep on doing, even though like maybe you said that you'll try to quit it, or you were like, okay, it's not really that bad, because then your brain will turn on and it will start saying these things like, yeah, 1 hour of YouTube, it's not that bad, or maybe going out with these friends like once a week, it's not that bad, you know, like you need to have some fun. But let me tell you that this last thing is probably the one that holds you the most with this old identity. And if you really want to move on, if you really want to make like this serious progress, you need to just quit this habit or just leave this thing behind too. So now maybe take a moment and think about what can it be for you, because like, as I said, it will feel hard and sad and, you know, kind of like a heartbreak, but it's really worth it. And once you stop doing this thing, you probably will be really proud of you. So thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.